I'm Boomer Esiason for SI.com, and the NHL trade deadline has come and gone, and the winners in my eyes are a couple teams. First and foremost, the St. Louis Blues. You know, they're a very tough team to play against anyway. Big, strong, defensive-minded. Well, they go out and they add Steve Ott and Ryan Miller from the Buffalo Sabres. Ryan Miller, obviously a world-class goaltender, and Steve Ott, the former captain from the Sabres, brings even more edge and toughness to a St. Louis team that's already difficult to play with. Also in the Western Conference, the Anaheim Ducks made a couple moves that a lot of people don't realize, but their D was reinforced by their trade deadline. They are already, I believe, the best team overall in the NHL. They just got better on defense. The San Jose Sharks did very little because they didn't have to do anything. Big, strong, and much like the St. Louis Blues, are an in-your-face type of team. So those three teams seem to me to be the best teams in the NHL overall. Over in the Eastern Conference, to me, the Washington Capitals made a couple really good moves. They bring in Halak as a goalie, and they also bring in Dustin Penner from the Anaheim Ducks. They get rid of two malcontents on their roster, Neuwirth and Martin Erat. Therefore, they should be better. The big question is, will Alex Ovechkin become a two-way player, or is he just going to be paying attention to one thing and one thing only, and that's scoring goals? Also, my New York Rangers bring in Marty St. Louis. Maybe gave up a little bit more than I would have liked, but there's no question that Marty St. Louis still has a lot left in the tank and is a world-class goal scorer and a two-way player and is a high-character player that will be a nice addition to my New York Rangers. Also, take a look at the Minnesota Wild. They brought in Matt Moulson, a goal scorer, something that they certainly needed, especially in the Western Conference. Clearly, the best teams reside in the Western Conference, although over in the Eastern Conference, anytime you put Sidney Crosby on the ice, he's capable of winning a series all into himself. But I do think that Boston still represents the biggest challenge for any team in the Eastern Conference. It's the Western Conference that was bolstered most by the trade deadline, and the Western Conference where I do believe that the eventual Stanley Cup winner will come from. I'm Boomer Esiason.